Bengals look to overcome injury adversity and get their season back on track in the desert. Mike Petraglia inside State Farm Stadium, where today the 1-3 Bengals take on the 1-3 Arizona Cardinals inside the nice, comfortable, climate-controlled State Farm Stadium. You can see above me the dome is working. It's in place. The air conditioning is working. And so the two teams, especially the Bengals, won't have to worry about the 97-degree heat outside. Bengals do have to worry about getting their offense back on track, and that really does come down to how comfortable does Joe Burrow feel in the pocket. We heard this week from Joe Burrow that he feels as good as he has all season long following his right calf injury. This is the best he's felt after a game, namely the Tennessee loss last week in Nashville. So do we see Joe Burrow slide around in the pocket a lot more this week? We haven't seen a lot of that in the first four games. Maybe we see him scramble out of the pocket a little bit. Don't expect too much there. But we obviously saw that naked boot against the Rams on Monday night on September 25th. It led to the most explosive play the Bengals have had this season, the 43-yarder to Jamar Chase down the right sideline. The Bengals need to find ways, maybe not 35, 40-yard plays, but get more 10, 15, 20-yard plays vertical and downfield. That has been sorely lacking in the offensive arsenal for Burrow and the Bengals. Bengals have to score first, or at least early, and exert their will in this game. They have to let Arizona know they are the better team. They're going to play like it all afternoon. They are playing against a backup quarterback in Josh Dobbs, who's played quite well, 71% completion ratio coming into this game. But the Bengals have to do a better job getting on the board early and really exerting their dominance in this contest. If they can do that, they won't put as much stress on their defense. And that has been critical because too often in the second half of games so far during this 1-3 start, the Bengals have worn down on defense, started to miss tackles, starting to miss gaps in run defense. That has got to change, and that can really be impacted if the Bengals can score early and often and get themselves a 1 or 2 or even a 3-score lead and start playing a different kind of game. Again, on paper, coming into the season, this figured to be a pretty straightforward business. Like, come in, take care of business, enjoy some of the sights in the desert, but take care of business against a lesser Arizona Cardinals team and walk away with a win. Well, the way the Bengals have been playing, they absolutely, positively cannot take anything for granted, so that has got to change. Injuries coming into this game, they are significant. Watch out for Cheeto Awuzie, starting cornerback, the right corner for the Bengals, dealt with a back injury midway through practice on Thursday. If he cannot go, DJ Turner, the rookie out of Michigan, will get his first NFL start. He's played well as a substitute in nickel packages and dime packages for Lou Anarumo in the first 4 games. He's got plenty of speed. He does not look overmatched. So if Cheeto can't go, I think the Bengals and Lou Anarumo feel very confident in turning to DJ Turner. What about T. Higgins? He's nursing sore ribs. He tested it out on Friday. And the expectation is if he can deal with some of the pain and deal with a good amount of pain tolerance, he's going to try to go in this game as well. Cam Taylor-Britt, he is expected to come out of concussion protocol, be available for the Bengals, so that will also be helpful. Trey Hendrickson was listed as questionable with also a back injury on Friday's injury report coming into this game. We'll wait and see how much he plays, if he plays at all. But if he does play, is he on a pitch count? Are his snaps limited? We'll just have to wait and see. Let's face it, the Bengals need this win. They have to have this win to really get their season back on track, have a chance at getting into the bye at 500 with Seattle at home on deck next week. But first things first, take care of business against Josh Dobbs and the Arizona Cardinals here in the desert. As always, we'll have you covered on Twitter on x.com, at Trags, Trags, online, clnsmedia.com. And as always, click and subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@JungleRoarPod. Inside State Farm Stadium, Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.